I'll tell you, that Club 100 is a beautiful thing.
well, well, we are recording, so I want to welcome everyone to this Global Internet Formula, GIF, or GIF as we like to call her, leadership and business building training. We're focusing tonight with our 1X following, 1X/QL Exchange, and our main speakers and trainers tonight will be Kelvin and Amber Jones out of the Texas area of the U.S. And we'll be turning over the baton to them in just a few moments. But what I want to do very quickly is we have, Amber, so many new people joining us, and I'm seeing a lot of advertisement. You know, I'm on some people's email list, and they're sending me emails, and if you go to Facebook, you see a lot of people now starting to talk about 1X. And the majority of folks that I'm seeing advertising 1X are talking about $5, which is fine. But I want to show you what Club 100 is, why we espouse it, and why it's going to help you make a lot of money much quicker. Real quickly, let's go to my my whiteboard. Let me give you the tenets real quickly of Club 100. The Club 100, what happens is you have $100 thereabout. We know there's a little processing to get your funds into play, but a net $100. And what you do is you purchase the first 3 lessons for $35. So you get lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, all right, 5, 10, 20. And then you purchase 10 keys and give them away. Okay, now let me show you why this is so important. All right, now I can tell you by looking at this particular matrix, I can tell you right now who is Club 100 and who's not. Now, Amber, how can I tell that? Well, this person right here, I won't. I don't want to use usernames. Give me a moment. All right, this person right here that says a 1, that tells me they're not Club 100. They have only upgraded to the first lesson. They've only upgraded to the first lesson. Now, the reason Club 100 is so important, it does a couple of things. Number 1, it gets more people paid today. In other words, this person came aboard, this person right here. All right, this person came aboard, and they did do the $5. So it could be that they haven't even heard a message yet. Maybe someone gave them a key, and they haven't heard the rest of our message, or maybe they just joined us and they paid the $5 and they haven't embraced the Club 100 message. Now, Amber, we got to understand how the system works. All right, when you buy the first lesson, you're buying that from someone who's 1 row above you. So you can see here, this person here is buying the lesson number 1 from this person right here. Can you see my red dot there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, good stuff. All right. Now, here's the challenge. Here's the challenge I want us to consider. This person right here has purchased lesson number 1. They haven't purchased lesson number 2. So has this person right here 2 rows above been paid because this person is in the matrix? Has this person seen a dime yet? Nope. Nope, I haven't seen a dime yet. All right, but wait a minute, T. Lamont, they're on the 2nd row, but they haven't purchased the 2nd lesson. And this person right here, if you go 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows above, this person right here, all right, has not gotten any financial benefit by this person right here joining and purchasing lesson number 1. See, nobody's paid unless there is a sale, a transaction, which is the purchasing of the lessons. So when we embrace Club 100, what would happen is when this person joins and they fund their account with $100 and they go on and immediately upgrade to the first 3 lessons, this person gets paid lesson number 1. This person gets paid lesson 2. Now remember, what's starting with lesson 2 is a $10 outlay. So what would happen here is that this person would have gotten paid because this person here was on their row 1. Give me a moment. Give me just a moment. That person right there was on this person's 2nd row. Excuse me, I said row 1. So this person would get paid because this person would have gotten their 2nd lesson immediately. Now remember, that's a $10 outlay. $5 would go to this person here. And then $5 would go to whoever their sponsor, whoever this person's sponsor is, even if they have to go up the chain a few rows, the system's going to find this person's sponsor and pay them the matching bonus of 5. But see, if this person does not purchase those first 3 lessons as we espouse in Club 100, it takes a lot longer before this person even sees a paycheck, and will take a longer for their sponsor to get the matching bonus. Also, by doing Club 100, this person would be starting off with the 3rd lesson. Like this one person here is probably, this person right here is probably Club 100. They've at least purchased the 3rd lesson. So now what we know has happened is by them purchasing the 3rd lesson, this person above them, 1 row above them, got paid. All right, 1 row above them. So this person here, let's put a name to him. Let's say that's John. Excuse my horrible writing. All right, so John purchases, and Mary right here gets $5 because John is on Mary's 1st row. You see that? John, number 3, is on Mary's 1st row. 2 rows above, all right, because John is immediately purchasing lesson number 2 as well. This person right here got paid. And then their sponsor got paid a matching bonus. And then 3 rows above, that's 1 row, there's 2 rows, and here's 3 rows above, this person right here got paid. All right, 3 rows above, that's a $20 payout. So this person gets 10 of the 20, and this person's sponsor gets 10. So now what you just had with Club 100 is you had 5 people get paid at once. You got 5 people that got paid. I'm going to tell you, having been in this industry 17 years, built 2 7-figure enterprises, building a 3rd with 1X by SQL Exchange, the more people in your group, the more people in your organization that get paid, the more infectious this becomes. And then in time, Amber, it will take on a life of its own. You won't be able to stop it if you tried. Now, we're not there yet, but in time it will take on a life of its own. So one of the reasons that we are espousing Club 100 is it gets more people paid right now. See, if this person comes on with just $5, whether they accepted the key, let's say they accepted the key and they're starting to pay attention and they never do Club 100, or they just came and they saw your advertisement for $5 and they joined you for $5, but they never adhered to Club 100. Maybe for fear you didn't want to tell them about $100 one time. Guys, think about it, Amber. Amber, you were telling me that one of your enterprises that you've been building is, I'm talking about, without saying it, I'm talking about the one that deals with precious metals. Okay. What's the minimum startup there?
$4.95.
$4.95.
Nah, $495 American.
All right. So 495 US bucks, and then to maximize that system, what's my monthly outlay? Let's say for an auto ship or membership or what have you.
Monthly auto ship is about $109, but once you include tax and shipping, you're looking at about $140 a month.
Okay, great company. I know that company. $500 down, $140 a month. Let's just call it like that. $500 down, $140 a month. So, ladies and gentlemen, with 1X/QL Exchange, we're talking $100 one time. If you follow us, I want you to get the little $5 thing out of your head, because I'm going to be honest with you. I almost missed this because of that little $5 thing. I almost missed this because I didn't value it. And in the marketplace, a lot of times, people won't value something because it's cheap. They'll assume that there's no value to it, so on and so forth. So I really want you to embrace. Can't make you. You're a big boy. You're a big girl. But I really want you to embrace Club 100. Take it from somebody who's been in this industry for quite some time, made a lot of money. I believe that this is a better way to build than just building it with $5 and $5, so on and so forth. So I wanted to just make sure that you understood. And I'm going to give you just a couple more tenants, and I'm going to give it over to Kelvin and Amber. All right, a couple more things we need to be thinking of. Club 100 is not just $100 and giving those 10 keys away. All right, that starts the ball rolling. The other part of Club 100 is taking 25% of profits minimum and purchasing and giving away more keys. For instance, Amber, I've been working a lot with my programmers so that we can launch GIF, Global Internet Formula. It will probably launch as early as Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, okay? Mm-hmm. But I already know that I've got at least 100 keys that I have to give away. following suit. Now, what is that going to do for the rest of the organization? See, when you understand this, you see that this is really a bottom-up system. In other words, this person right here, give me a moment. This person right here, oh, wait a minute. Let's change it. All right. This person right here is a number 2. What that tells me is that they have purchased the second lesson. Given that they have a couple of 4s beneath them, this probably tells me that this person has not embraced Club 100 because they should at least be a 3. But they have at least made enough money that when the system was going and doing its sweep, that it upgraded them to lesson number 2. Okay? Now, so what that means is that as their organization grows, right now, what do I see? I see, give me a moment, I want to blow this up so you guys can really see this. Bear with me.
We are bearing.
Okay,
Oh,
so that's a little bit bigger there. I may even make it a little bit bigger. Let's see. Is that too big? Ah, that's pretty.
I don't see any change. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Oh, you don't see it yet. Hold on. I haven't shown my screen yet. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm trying to find who that was. Because when I blew it up. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. So right here. Okay. Make sure you see me there. Okay. All right, so now you can see, that's not who I wanted to show. That wasn't the person. This is it. This is the person. All right. Now, when I look at this, I see a couple of things. Number one, I see an unpaid person here. If this person gets paid $5, all right, that would be paying this person here. That might be enough, Amber, for this person now to have enough money to upgrade to lesson number 3, because they may already have some funds just sitting there. All they need is $20. Let's say if they have $15. I have no idea what they have. But if they have $15 sitting in a QO reserve account, this person makes a $5 purchase. All of a sudden, they've got $20 there. And what happens to this red 2? It goes to a red 3. Now, why is that important? Because now, by them going to a red 3, meaning they purchased lesson number 3, that means someone 3 rows above them is going to get a $10 bill. It's a $20 purchase. And then that person's sponsor is going to get $10. So what's going to wind up happening in time, Amber, is you're going to have on a daily basis in time, you're going to have a lot of people that are upgrading. So once I have finished my what I've got to do with my programmer, I can really focus on, hey, I need to give out 100 keys in like a week's time. I got to keep up with Luis Cardo, right? I need to give out 100 keys in a week's time. Well, what that's going to do is that's going to, assuming this was my organization, that's going to cause a lot of people to get paid. All right, at least 100 people are going to get paid because somebody fell on somebody's first row. That's going to cause maybe some other folks to get upgraded that would not have normally, that may not have had the funds to get upgraded, which is going to pay even more people. So please keep in mind that the second part of the tenets of Club 100, as we start to turn this over to Kelvin and Amber, is that we are always in key giving mode. We take a minimum of 25% of our profits. All right. Now, whether you're looking at that on a daily basis, because the system does pay daily, or you're looking at that on a weekly basis, so if you made $100 for the week, I want you to take 25% of that, or $25 at $6 a key, and I want you to buy 4 keys immediately. But keep in mind, I don't know who to give them to yet. Buy the 4 keys, because you're not going to want those keys just sitting in your key bank. If you don't buy the 4 keys and you wait until you find people to give them to, you don't have a sense of urgency. We want to create a sense of urgency, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I want us to understand just how close we were to something horrible happening. Now, I just heard the president say that they've basically come up with some type of compromise and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm not saying this to be political, okay? Amber, if you're in the U.S., I don't care what side of the aisle you happen to be on. But I want you to understand that if they had defaulted, it would have been really, really ugly. I'm sitting back. I'm reading the writing on the wall. I'm seeing what the Forex was saying last week, or what the U.S. stock market was saying last week. It would have been really, really ugly, and it would have sent shockwaves throughout the global financial community. Now, we're not out of the woods, Amber, because they still haven't dealt with the underlying issue that brought them to this to start with. But I was hoping we had a few years to buy some silver and gold to protect ourselves. I was getting really scared that life as we knew it was going to radically change in the next week or 2 weeks. So hopefully we got a little extra time. But do you know what this tells me? Is that, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to get more serious than ever before on understanding marketing, maxing 1X/QL Exchange and any other businesses that you have. The reason Global Internet Forum is going to be so important for you is that you start to learn what to do with this money as you make it, so you don't squander it, and ultimately so that we protect our families. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, make sure you are buying into Club 100, taking 25% of your profits, always purchasing and giving away more keys. But now, how do I give away these keys to Lamont? I'm not good at recruiting. I'm not good at sponsoring. I'm not good at selling. I've put some feelers out there, what have you. Well, I want to empower you. Our global leadership team wants to empower you with a number of strategies so that you have no more excuses. A few weeks ago, I'm talking with Kelvin and Amber initially in the chat room, in the Skype chat room, and then through some personal chatting, and I've had a chance to spend a little time with Kelvin and Amber. Just phenomenal folks, phenomenal, phenomenal. Let me tell you what I really respect about them. I don't know if she'll get on me by saying this, but guys, they're kids. I mean, they're kids. They're like mid-20s. And the reason I'm so respectful is because I see so much of me in them when I was a kid. I can't say I'm a kid now. I'm at 40. But I see so much, and they have such passion, such desire. With one of their primary business interests, when they first got started with that business interest, they were new in the game. They hadn't yet really sat down and defeated some of the top internet marketers. And I mean, what they did just to get to that company's convention, the sacrifices they made to get to that company's convention, they gained favor as a result with some top leaders in this industry. They have sat down and defeated some of the top marketers and some of the top marketing trainers that this industry, the network marketing or the internet marketing industry, has to offer. And they have been absolute sponges and students. And the beautiful part about that is that once you're a good enough student, you become a phenomenal trainer and teacher yourself. They have done a phenomenal job of working with their teammates. They had a gentleman that came on board last week, and he was so appreciative because he's been trying to make money. He's spent tens of thousands of dollars joining this, joining that, joining that, joining this. And in just the first day that he was with Kelvin and Amber, he was ranting and raving about how much support they had provided. He had not seen that level of support in all his years of trying to make money on the internet. So when they started telling me some of the things they were doing offline, I begged and I pleaded with them to come on to our webinar. They typically they have some training resources and materials. Most people pay a lot for those training resources and materials. We asked if they would be willing to come on at no cost to our members to share some training on tonight. They will provide some resources, but I did twist Kelvin's arm on the pricing of that. So if you want to get that, that'll be optional. Does Kelvin still have that doctor's appointment tomorrow for for his arm?
I'll tell you, you twisted it pretty hard. You don't have to worry about twisting my arm, it's Kelvin.
Well, listen, with what you're going to share, after the fact that I think you guys paid like $1,500 for the training that you're going to share on tonight, and of course you're going to offer that to us live for free, and if people want to get some resources, but we twisted Kelvin's arm. So with that being said, I want to turn the screen over to you. Are you ready for the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to turn the screen over to you. Give me a moment. You should
Sure.
You should see.
And by the way,
in just a few moments, you should see what says show my screen.
Okay.
Go on.
I was just going to say, you're going to see actually my Facebook page because I wanted y'all to see a picture, and I forgot to put a picture up. So that's me on Facebook, guys. Feel free to connect. But before I really jump into what I wanted to talk about today, I wanted to share something about keys. And by the way, thank you so much for the great introduction. It's been a pleasure being connected with everyone on the team. We have an awesome team. These connections have been priceless. So thank you, Tiamat. Thank everybody out there for supporting each other. This is truly like nothing I've ever seen before. So thank you guys so much for everything. But I did want to say something about keys, and this is the greatest feeling that I've ever had. I have a strong team in Trinidad that is absolutely killing it. I mean, my whole team is killing it. Everyone's doing great. But one thing that was unique about in Trinidad is our dollar is 6 to 1. So instead of it costing $5 to come in, it costs them $30 just for that one lesson.
Wow.
So Club 100 is Club 600 for them. And I've actually had some people commit to that. So keep that in mind, guys, too. In Trinidad, there are people committing to Club 100, which is Club 600 to them. So, but here's the really cool thing about giving keys and being in the U.S. Do you know how happy I've been able to make people when I toss a key here or there to people in Trinidad? Because it's only $5 out of my pocket.
Wow.
So just keep that in mind as well. It's so, God, that's such a good feeling. That's a great feeling to have. You know, so keep that in mind. It truly is. You got to feed the beast. You know, feed the beast and you'll be rewarded. So I just wanted to throw that little tidbit out there too. If you're having trouble giving away keys, which after all these different marketing methods that we've put together, you know, ourselves and all the resources on the team, we've got some powerful stuff going. But if for some crazy reason you still can't give out your keys and you've got people duplicating, share a blessing. Share a blessing. I'm telling you, it's a great feeling. Beautiful thing. Okay. So that being said, I will go ahead and jump into what Kelvin and I have come up with is offline marketing with a twist. And let's see if my computer will get going here. All right, I do want to throw out this warning because this method alone will get your phone ringing. So what I'm telling you is you might, and I'll show you a resource to do this, but you might want to consider getting a second phone number, but you can do that for free because I'm telling you, your phone's going to be ringing off the hook. So don't say I didn't warn you. But you know,
that means so this is going to be good for those who don't want to chase others but want to have people chasing them?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, if you're having a down day and you're like, man, gosh, no one wants to hear me, you know, just employ some of these marketing methods and you'll get people calling you in days, if not hours, after implementing it. So
good stuff.
Yeah. Whenever you need a boost, just do what I'm about to show you.
Okay.
And it'll definitely give you a boost. But there's actually something that I really wanted to talk about first, because when employing a method of marketing, it's one thing to know that something works, but when you know how and why something works, you become absolutely unstoppable. So I want to spend a little time before I go into the actual method. I want to go into a little time of just a little bit of posture training, a little bit of mindset training, so that you know what to do when people call you. You know, because there are people that can't give things away, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it happens. And just because we have keys to give away, guys, please don't beg people to take your key. There are enough hungry people out there for it. Trust me. So don't be afraid to do the good old takeaway. But I want you to really consider, you know, whatever form of marketing you're doing, there are a couple of keys that you just have to follow, whether it's online, offline, safe listing. Everything it's all the same. You have to be consistent. You have to follow instructions. You have to sort through the numbers. And you have to learn the art of nexting. And the first two kind of explain themselves, being consistent and following instructions. But I'm going to break down the sort through the numbers and learning the art of nexting. Okay, this is a beautiful thing when you learn it. Let's talk about sorting through the numbers. Okay, you've heard the saying, you have to go through the numbers. Well,
right.
I like to say you have to sort through the numbers. And the reason is, once you get your mindset to say, I'm not going through the numbers, I'm just sorting, all right? So here you got your Lego man, you know, you've got your cold people that are blue over here. Then you've got your red hot people, right? So who cares if they say no? They're blue. They're cold. Get out my face. I want to be warm.
Right.
So you're sorting through the numbers, okay? Don't take it personal. It's just part of what you got to do. You know, it's no big deal. But here's the thing: the quicker and more effectively that you can sort through these numbers, the faster you will build the business. Okay, you are in 100% control of that, how you sort through those numbers, and there's just different methods of doing it. So I just really want people to kind of take that into consideration. Think of it as sorting, okay? Don't think of it as, God, I need to fill my matrix. No, don't think of it that way. Just think of, I got to sort through these people and see who raises their hand and says, yes, me, okay? Next thing I want to talk about is the art of nexting. This is another beautiful thing. This will help you with your posture. Remember, some will, some won't. So what? Next. I mean, I don't mean it to sound mean, but guys, we don't have time to play around. I mean, we see what's happening with our economy. This is not a time to play. This is not a time to care, to take it personal. If someone is you know, thinks you're crazy, you know, I got a lot of people that think I'm crazy, but that's just me. But you know what? I'm reaping the rewards. So just next them. So if you hear me talking, I think I mentioned it in the chat room. You know, don't get bummed out if you can even have a potentially who you think is a top dog recruiter and they don't take your key. So what? Next. You know, my people in Trinidad are a perfect example of that. I have people in Trinidad that have never done network marketing. In Trinidad, there was something bad happened in network marketing, so now network marketing has a bad rep in Trinidad. Well, with 1X that came along, they're now my strongest leg. So you never know who's going to blow up. Just next them. So that's one thing. I want everyone to keep that in mind, you know. And it helps give you posture. Now, when I say posture, that means keep your head up. You know, you should. This is an incredible company. People are getting paid. I've got people that's never gotten paid before, ever online, that are getting paid. I'll throw 1X against any other company when it comes to compensation plan. So that's the pride you need to have, and that carries forward to people. If you don't have that pride, if you don't have that pride and you second guess yourself, it's going to show through. It's going to show through. So I don't want to get too much into that. Sorry, I don't want to start preaching. But it's just so important. I mean, when you're talking to people, because you're going to have people that call you once you implement, you know, the strategy. You have to be proud. And honestly, if someone doesn't join me in 1X, they're crazy. They think I'm the crazy one. Y'all the crazy one. You know, because look at this economy. I mean, you know, so sorry, I digress. I get a little heated sometimes. But I want you to look at this picture, right? Just picture yourself standing in this desert, okay? And you know you really need to drink some water if you're in the desert. That's something you need. But let's just say I'm crazy, all right? And let's just say I don't want the water. I know I need it, but I don't want it. And then, along comes this person, and they say, oh my gosh, I've got this glass of water. This water it's full of electrolytes. It'll give you superpowers. You'll be able to fly to the moon. Now, I'm saying this example for a reason. If you were in the desert and you know you need to drink water, but you're not thirsty, and then someone came to you hype about this special water, would you drink it? Or would you be like, man, what are you talking about? You crazy. There must be something wrong with that water. You know? So this is what I'm saying. When you're approaching people with a key, okay, our economy is like this desert, right? Our economy, we need money. We need fiat money. But not everyone sees it that way. You can't make them drink. And if you try to make it overly flashy, if you try to shove it in their face, they are going to think you're crazy. So it's all about balance. It's all about balance and having you know, like I said before, some will, some won't. Some people just don't get it. Move on. Move on. There's how many, 6 billion people in the world?
I think we just hit 7 billion as what I saw last week. 7 billion.
Yeah, I don't think a couple of no's would really affect. I don't think that can really have a bad effect. I think there are a plethora of people to connect. So I just wanted to kind of put yourself in your prospect's shoes when you're trying to give out a key, guys. Make it sound, you know, just posture yourself. Don't be afraid to take it away. You know, make them earn it. And one of the things that I do to for Club 100, for instance, with your video that you have on a lot of people's capture pages, we are saying that we will give away a position. Well, guys, here's one strategy that I've been using that's really helped. Is I've actually said, okay, though people email me their username, hey, I'm in. Can you upgrade me? I say sure. There is one stipulation to that. By the way, congratulations, welcome to our team. In order for you to qualify fully for that key, I need you to either attend a live webinar or go to my1xsite.com and watch a full presentation. Then I'll give you a key. That strategy is so powerful. It's so powerful because what happens is they see the full picture, and then they won't take it for granted. And you'd be surprised. I'd say a good 6 out of 10 people that I have them do that, they'll be like, you know what, I don't even need the key. I'm going to do Club 100 myself. So just a little food for thought there. Okay. Now I want to start talking about the top marketer mindset, because if you're on this call right now, you are a top marketer. You don't have to have the numbers behind you, but right now you're showing your commitment by learning, increasing your knowledge. So these are the things I want you to look at, is how effective is the marketing versus the cost of marketing or your return on investment, and how much time does it take? And with the method that I'm about to show you, it's very effective, very, very low cost. And the time, I mean, you can do it while you're out running your errand. So let's get going, all right? So we're going to talk about offline marketing. I really want to stress why it's important to you, okay? There's little to no learning curve when in comparison to online marketing. Online marketing is a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about online marketing. I do it myself. But there is such a huge potential learning curve that it can devastate somebody and make them give up. But with online marketing, you just do it, right? It's something you can implement today and get results today in many cases. Some cases, hours later. It's very duplicatable, okay? When you get to online marketing, it's not as duplicatable because you have to have some kind of extra skill set. But here's a really fun part about offline marketing. If you do it correctly, it's 100% rejection proof. It's 100% rejection free if done correctly.
Stop. Wait. So you got Mary, John, Susan, Kathy, fictitious names. I'm not looking at anybody's names now. Mary, James, Kathy, Susan, John. And from a kid, we've been programmed that no is bad. Today, you and I were talking, and how many times did you hear me tell my little girl, stop it, pretty girl, no, you can't. So unfortunately, part of our makeup is when we hear no, it oftentimes takes us back to our childhood when we heard no, and we internalize that. So it's real easy to say don't internalize it, but it's tough not to internalize it. You're telling me that what you're going to share with us right now is a way that we could have rejection-free marketing?
Yeah. I know. Scary, right? It's a beautiful thing. And you know, it's rejection-free. Not only is it rejection-free, but it gives you posture without you saying a word to them. And it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's a great way to build your confidence and help you build your mindset like the leader that you are and the posture that you deserve to have. So this is what it is. It's called the Post-it note method. And what Kelvin and I have done is we've kind of put a little twist on it. Okay, but basically in a nutshell, what you do is you take a Post-it note and you put like an attention-grabbing ad on it, much like a classified ad you would see in the newspaper, and then you put your phone number on it with it, okay? And then the beauty about this is you're only talking to those that are already interested in making extra money. So right there, you've already just sorted of those of those blue and red people, the hot and cold.
Gotcha.
Now you've just gotten rid of all of the ice cold people, okay? And now you've got people that are at least interested in making money. It's a beautiful thing. So now you maybe have your lukewarm people, and then you've got your hot people, but at least you've already taken out the ice cold people. We don't have time for them. They can keep their jobs, right? They can keep their jobs. I don't want them. All right. So that's what's really cool is you already know they're at least interested in making extra money. Okay. And the next powerful step is that it's something that you can easily add to your current marketing without taking much time out of what you're already currently doing. All right, so it's just as simple. All right, you get a Post-it note, part-time, flexible schedule, will train, $700 to $1,000 monthly, and a phone number. It's just that simple. That's it. That's it.
When I talk about silver and gold right there,
no,
when I'm saying you get 5, they get 5, you get 5, they get 5, we're not doing that right there.
No, not yet. Because here's what you have to remember is our objective initially is just to grab their attention and take them to the next step.
Gotcha. Okay.
See? Beautiful thing, okay? So right here I'm saying part-time, flexible schedule, and we will train because we host weekly training, right?
Gotcha.
700 to 1,000 monthly. Well, we've got people making that weekly. Now, the number amount that you put on there, you can vary this as much as you want, but this is actually everything that I literally put on my Post-it note. That's it. And so here's what I want to do, right? So the next step is for them to call the number. So let me pull up my cell phone, and I will actually let you listen to what they hear. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I need my husband's cell phone. Husband! he's being super dad right now. Thank you so much.
Like I was saying this afternoon when you and I were talking. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelvin, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
Hey, my friend, you doing well? You
doing
come
great.
on in front of that doggone global audience calling me sir. I ain't that old.
I know you're not that old.
Oh, man. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so I've got his cell phone, and I'm going to dial that number that you see on the screen. And let me put this on speakerphone so you can hear it. Okay, can you hear it ringing?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay, so here's what they hear when they call. Wow. Hold on. Sorry about that. It's supposed to go straight to voicemail. I think I turned off that option, but we'll just wait it out. You've reached Kelvin and Amber Jones. If your call is in reference to our ad, then grab a pen and paper and listen carefully to the details about our opportunity. We're looking for someone that is dependable, honest, and teachable. This can be done part-time or full-time, and the hours are flexible. No experience is required, as we will train the right person. Ideal candidates range from college students, stay-at-home moms, anyone working full-time, those that are unemployed, or anyone that could use an extra $100 or more per week, up to $1,000 or more per month. Now, due to the overwhelming response for this opportunity, it is vital that you get the details and lock in your spot to move on to the next step in the process. So grab your pen and paper right now and write this down. This is a website, www.5into5k.info. That's the number 5, the letters I-N-T-O, the number 5, the letter K.info. 5into5k.info. If qualified, we'll be talking soon. Thanks and have a great day. All right.
Oh, I love some stuff. I was taking notes there. I love some things you put in there.
Oh, yeah. And there's a couple key points that I hit on. But here's what I did. I grabbed their attention with the Post-it note, and I gave them a number to go to the next step. So from them, so from the people that have called, I'm either getting lukewarm people or I'm getting hot people, right? Well,
Gotcha.
What did I do in the phone call? I postured myself in the phone call. I don't even talk to people when they call. I want them to go straight to the voicemail so I can further sort out who's serious and who's not. That's why I purposely have a phone number instead of a website. I want them to take that extra step. So by that time, that's just another qualifying aspect of it. It's a beautiful thing. All right? So here are a couple of keys to remember is, again, you really want to grab their attention and pique their interest. Don't give them too much information. Don't try to send them to your typical sizzle call that's going to explain the product. No, we're still in the qualifying process. I mean, they have to qualify to talk to you.
This is that whole sorting part you're talking about.
Exactly. This is all part of the sorting.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So you don't want to give too much information away. So what did I do? I took them to the next step. Even on the voicemail, their next step is to go to the website to then watch the sizzle video. So I basically have a phone message that leads to a pre-recorded message. Excuse me. And then the third key is either you can, if you want to, you can have them leave your name or number, or you can direct them straight to the website. Now, on that message, I prefer to direct them straight to the website, and I'll tell you why. Okay, this company is $5 to $100 one time. I don't have time to answer questions for people that may or may not still be interested for $5 to $100 one time.
Gotcha.
It's not that hard to make a decision. Okay,
Gotcha.
so at this point now, had I been, if I were doing this for my top tier company, which is $1,500 or $495, you know, then yes, I would have them leave their name and number, and I would have a conversation to make sure I can, you know, fit their qualifications in both instances. But in this instance, this is such a simple concept. I don't have time to talk to people and answer their questions until they have expressed enough interest, which is why I just direct them straight to the website, and that'll take them to the next step, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because
can you
again,
stop there for just a moment? Can you stop there for just a moment, okay? Because I want our folks to get this, okay? I haven't done this 17 years. I can tell you, typically, Amber, people that tend to take the majority and the bulk of your time are sometimes, in most instances, are the ones that do the least. They want a friend. They want a social club, okay?
Yeah.
Amber, you and I, we have very few conversations. Don't need a lot of conversations. You go and run with it. Louise Cardo, we have very few conversations. Hey, how you doing, Louise? That's about it on Skype, because she's too busy building. It's the ones that don't do a lot that's always wanting to have, you know, long, drawn-out phone conversations with you. Guys, you got to protect your time. You love them.
Yes.
You know, you want to build strong relationships, but right now you got to make a lot of money. You got to protect your time, and you got to let the system sort out the ones who aren't really here to build with you. That just want to, if they just want, you know, relationships, tell them to go on them. There's plenty of relationship sites on the side, online. So yeah, Amber, I can tell you, I used to just spend so much time with great people, but they were the wrong people to help me build my business. Exactly.
And so this is what the sorting process will help you eliminate. Again, which is why I just have them go straight to the website. Because it's just the more steps that you can have a person to take before they talk to you, the more qualified of a lead they will be.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Now, stop again. So you're not scared that by having them go through this extra step that you're going to lose them?
No, I don't want to work with them if they're that lazy.
Did y'all hear that? Did you guys hear that? Y'all hear that, guys? Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest. You know, I want duplication. When people join my team, I take time out to help people. And I don't want to waste my time on somebody that's too lazy to take the extra step, because in this industry, it's the ones that take that extra step that make it. It's the ones that do what everyone else won't do that make it. So if you don't want to take that extra step, then honestly, I don't want to work with you. I mean, And this is the kind of mindset you need to have. I don't care if you've never made a dime in this industry. You deserve it. I mean, that's a beauty. It's your own business. You can decide who you want to work with and who you don't. So, again, not to sound mean, but that's just what it is. Business is business, right? That's posture, and that's what I want. I want everyone to leave out of here with their chest puffed up, proud to be a part of this. All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. Step 1 is you set up a recorded message. And what I did was I set up a free Google Voice account. I think in the U.S. and Canada, you can get them for free. Other countries, you can get like a cheap Skype number, or there are multiple other services that you can go through to set up just a voicemail account. Again, your phone will be ringing so much that you really don't want to put your personal cell phone number on there. But with these free accounts, you can easily have them forward to your cell phone, so that way you at least know when you're getting a phone call. Ironically, I'm getting a call now. I just looked down at my cell phone, and I can tell it's my business line. Guys, it works. All right, so you can find out how to set up a Google Voice account by just going to YouTube and just type in how to set up a Google Voice account, and they'll show you step-by-step how to do it. It's pretty simple, but that's what you do. All right, and then here's a sample of the recorded message. I'll just read it out to you really quick. Basically, you have reached the office of so-and-so. If your call is in reference to our ad, grab a pen and paper and listen carefully to the details. We're looking for someone that is honest, dependable, and teachable. This can be done part-time or full-time, and the hours are flexible. No experience is necessary, as we will train the right person. Perfect candidates are college students, moms, anyone looking for full-time, unemployed, or anyone that could use an extra $100 or more per week, up to $1,000 or more per month. Due to the overwhelming response to this ad, it is vital that you take the next step to see if you qualify. With your pen and paper, write this down. You say your website, and then you say to get the full details again. Maybe you want to spell out your website. You want to say your website 2 to 3 times. And then you say, if qualified, we'll be talking soon. Thanks and have a great day. So now, again, I want to tell you why this is so powerful, because I don't want you to just go out there and do it. Okay, I want you to know why this is powerful, so that way you can come up with your own unique ways of doing this. Okay, but this is powerful because you are given immediate posture. Why? Because they're calling you. You're not calling them.
Gotcha.
So that's cool point number 1.
Gotcha.
Okay, and then you're moving them to action. You're telling them what to do. Another posture point. Grab a pen and paper. Right? So what happens if you have a message and someone tells you, hey, grab a pen and paper really quick? Are you going to listen to the message? Tiamat, you going to listen to the message?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, though, what's the answer I'm supposed to say?
Oh, dang. Well, what's the natural inclination? If you have a message on your phone and someone's saying, hey, this is Amber, hey, grab a pen really quick because I got to share something really important with you, right? The natural human inclination, even if you don't grab a pen or paper, you're at least going to listen to it.
Gotcha.
Exactly. So that's another way that you are posturing yourself, because you're already telling them what to do next. Okay.
Gotcha.
Then in your message, you're saying that that if you qualify, you qualify for the next step, right? That lets them know that you're serious. They're going to be like, man, I hope I qualify. Yep. But like I said before, I don't want to work with everybody, so I'm not lying. You got to qualify for this key. I'm not spending $6 if you don't, you know what I mean? All right, so that's posture point number 3. That's cool point number 3. All right, your phone will be ringing, right? So on that message, you actually say, due to the overwhelming response, okay? So when they hear that, they're going to be like, man, I hope they call me back. Or, boy, I better check this website out, right? Yep. So they get excited when you call them back. it's a beautiful thing. You have automatically earned 4 cool posture points before you've even talked to them. Before you've even talked to them. That's why this is so powerful. It's powerful. It's crazy. Okay.
Let me ask you this, because you on your script you went through it, and I'm sure that everyone didn't get a chance to write that down. Are we going to be able to get that at the end of your sharing tonight?
Yeah, actually, I created a free PDF, and I will take you to that resource. All you have to do is I'll email it to you, and you'll get it. I'm sure this video will take a couple of days to what's it called, render. But I really want people to be able to just go ahead and jump on it and start doing it on their way to work. You know, they'll just start putting them out on their way to work, etc. So I went ahead and did that for you guys, because I don't want you to have to wait to get it. So I've typed it out. I've typed out the step by step as well with it. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yes. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So how do you create this Post-it note ad? Simple. One, you get a pack of Post-it notes. Now, make sure they're super sticky. I'm going to tell you why. Because the second time we implemented this a couple of months back, we were like, man, how come our phone isn't ringing? And I looked on the back of my Post-it note thing, and it wasn't super sticky. I said, gosh darn it. So you want to make sure you get the super sticky. Go ahead and pay the extra 50 cents or $1 to get a pack of super sticky Post-it notes. You can get a pack for like $6, $10, something like that. And then 2, you can get a customized stamper. And those cost about $25. Now, some people actually pre-order the Post-it notes where that you can get them. There's some service online that you can pre-print them, or you can even feed them through your printer. But here's my thinking on it. I've tested both, the Post-it notes printed with ink versus the Post-it notes with a stamper. And for some reason, the stamper pulls more people in than the printed version. So stamper can be kind of a headache, but it's almost like the reverse effect. I think what's happening is people use so much flashy marketing and advertising that it's actually a breath of fresh air to see something quote-unquote ugly. And we, I mean, I don't mean to be funny, but seriously, we actually do postcard marketing at one of our top-tier companies, and the ugly postcards are the one that pull. They're the ones that grab people's attention. Yeah, so there's some kind of psychology behind it. I guess just knowing that there's a real human being behind it is very key. So,
gotcha, okay.
Yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so now you're like, where do I post it? Okay, gas pumps, ATMs, bathroom mirrors, or on even the paper towel pulley thingies, the paper towels. Sometimes I'll even throw them on the inside of a stall. I thought that was nasty at first, but then I was like, I said, well, if someone's doing their business, they're going to...
You ain't got nothing else to do. Hey, let me pull out my cell phone.
Exactly. You can put them on the registers of stores. And one thing I started doing was putting them near baby formula or anything expensive like tires. I think the reason why this works is because if someone's looking for formula, that means they have a baby. All right, so I don't know anyone that has a baby that's not going to be looking for extra cash. And, you know, tires, that's a necessity. I mean, so another thing that I thought about, Kelvin and I, we came up with was putting them in shoe boxes or going to the shoe store, like go anywhere you like, right? That just go window shopping one day. Go to the mall. This is what we did too. Go window shopping and pick up that pair of $300 Jordans. You know how the price tag is on the bottom of the shoe?
Right.
Put your Post-it note right above that price tag. It works. Right? And then you can you can go get, you know, to a Prada store, you know what I mean? Go you could go get some jeans, go look at some jeans, some FUBU. I don't even buy name brand clothes. Since I had a baby. God, it doesn't even matter. But but you know, go anywhere. Post it on a price tag. Post it.
Wow.
Seriously. I mean, you can come up with so many unique places to put this. It's fun. It's really fun. I mean, there was one time we put it on an ATM, and we like, it was a parking lot outside ATM, and it's so funny to just watch people take it. You know, you kind of sit back and you see. It's fun. Guys, this is really a fun way to do it. You can put them inside home business magazines, or basically anywhere that gets a lot of traffic. You can go, they do Robert Kiyosaki events all the time, free events all the time. Go to those events. Put them on the mirrors there, you know. There is a guy that did a Post-it note at I forgot where it was. I think it was a hotel or a restaurant bathroom, and the manager was calling him to tell him don't put these Post-it notes up, right? Well, the manager ended up joining his business. So, you know, the worst, you know what I mean? The worst thing that can happen is someone tells you don't put it up here, right? So, anywho, you never know whose life you're going to change.
That's true.
All right, so here's the bonus twist, if you dare. And I have to give credit to partial credit to this to one of my downline, Margaret. All right, because at the time she didn't have access to a car, and you know, she was like, "Can I handwrite them?" And I know with the postcard marketing that I do, there is a handwritten postcard that pulls people in like crazy. So I came up with this. You get a Post-it note and you handwrite it out. It says, "Hey, I was hoping to catch you. I have the information you wanted about how to generate extra cash. Give me a call as soon as possible. Talk to you soon." And you write your first name only, and your phone number. You send them to the same exact message. So now there's a little difference between these two, all right? Because when I was talking to Margaret, and she said she didn't have her car right away, she says, "I do have an apartment complex right across the street." So this is what I came up with, right? So imagine taking these Post-it notes, and again, this is if you dare, and putting these on every other door. Now, let's just think about it, okay? I'm going to tell you why this is so powerful. Because it's handwritten. I don't care if I know the person or not, right? You put your first name on there as your phone number, right? So they're going to be like, they could easily think, "Oh man, they must have put this on the wrong door," right? But what are they going to do? They're going to call that number because I have the information you wanted about how to generate extra cash. So out of curiosity, they're gonna call that number, whether they know you or not. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the methods. That's one of the top tier marketing methods of doing postcards, right? We're just taking that method and putting it on a Post-it note. Or if you know, just go walk and get your exercise. Or maybe if you're walking through a parking lot, you know, park in the back of the parking lot, and as you're walking in between cars, plop it on the window and keep going, right? Don't do it on every window. Do it on like 4 or 5 windows as you're walking through the door. It's pretty easy to do, and I mean, seriously, it's Post-it notes, so you stick it on there, you keep walking. You could probably do it without people even noticing. So there it is. That's our bonus twist. If you dare, how bad do you want it? But it's so fun, guys. This is really a fun way of marketing. And with that message that I have on there, what you're going to find out is you're going to find that people will call that number 2 and 3 and 4 times from the same number. And it is so fun because you know what they're doing. The first time they called, they didn't have a pen and paper. So they call the number again. And then the second time, they're probably calling more than one time to make sure that they really get the website down. And I'll tell you, all the people that call more than one time, I'd say 80% of the time they end up signing up. So this is so fun. Like I said, this is a really fun way of marketing, and it's just been really incredible for us to be able to take some of our knowledge from some of the other marketing techniques, techniques that people are using to make 6 and 7 figures, per year. Some people making 5 figures per month, and this fits so perfectly with the 1X. I mean, you'll get we average about 2 to 3 signups automatically for every about 40 Post-it notes that we put out.
Well, stop. That's important because I'm a numbers guy. All right, I'm a Forex stock market numbers guy. You're telling me on average, for every 40 of these notes you post, you get 2 to 3 people to join you?
Yeah.
Stop. Stop. Every 40 or so notes you post, you're matching 2 to 3 additional folks. Any one of those can make $99,460. You can make $99,440 for 40 notes.
For a simple Post-it note, yeah. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, I'll tell you. Yeah.
What are you seeing in terms of duplication? Are you saying that folks that join you with the Post-it note, that person, this becomes one of their strategies?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just like any other type of marketing. You know, you just get them in front of the training, and they take it or they don't. But yeah, it's pretty duplicatable. I mean, because most people like it, and I'll tell you the reason why they like it is because it does all the sorting for you. People want something that's easy. So they want something that's simple. And what this does is this alleviates a lot of the pressure of having to have the family, the friends that you have to talk to. You know, this alleviates the pressure from having to learn online marketing. This is something you can do like tomorrow. And it's funny.
So while I'm learning, while I'm really perfecting, let's say somebody came to Louise Cardo's webinar training a couple weeks ago, and they do want to get the what kind of list? What kind of safe list marketing down?
Yes,
or they want to get Twitter down. They want to get YouTube down. But it is a learning curve. You're telling me that on average, every 40 Post-it notes you put out, you match 2 to 3 additional folks.
Exactly. So
now, you know, I haven't left my home in a while to market, but you got me wanting to go to Staples and every 40 Post-it notes.
Me too.
Wow.
I'm there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a great way. Seriously, I mean, just go window shopping. We'll make it a family thing. So, guys, I'm gonna make you laugh now. Okay. Kelvin and I, we took the baby. We have a little 14-month-old little girl. I put her in my sling, right? So I have her in my sling, and we're walking around the mall. I have the Post-it notes hidden between me and the baby. So I'm walking around the gumball machines, Post-it notes. Why? Because kids are going to go there. That means there's going to be a parent that needs extra money. So we're walking. Gotcha. You know, we went in the photo booth, Post-it note.
Wow.
Dude, you just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. But it gives you so much posture, and it's just something that you can just do. I mean, we do it as a family, and it's just been great. I mean, we put out 40 or 50 per day, and, you know, if you can do that, then you're going to see results. Now, I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to go ahead and share it with you, okay? Now, if you're writing this down, if you don't have notes, I'm going to tell you, there are certain days of the week that you will get more phone calls. And this is another top marketer secret. Okay, so I really wasn't going to say this, but I really want you guys to duplicate, okay? If you do this on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you will get more people to call.
And do you know Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, do you know the rationale behind that?
Well, mostly Sunday, Monday. Why? Because people don't want to go back to work. If you catch them on the weekend, if you catch them on a Friday, Saturday, right? If you catch them on a Friday, Saturday, they're too happy about their weekend. You catch them on a Sunday night or a Monday morning. I'm serious. No. See, I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to put it out there. And then especially if you can do it Monday morning before people start getting gas. Gosh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you everything.
Wow.
If you put these out before traffic hit, like the gas pumps, do them.
You should not have told
Queen
Twitter. I already know what she's going to do. I already know what she's going to do. But go on. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go on. You put them out Monday morning.
Think of high traffic times. In the mornings, 7 o'clock. If you can wake up early in the morning, go hit up all the gas stations down the couple of exits of the freeway. And then also, if you don't work, do them about anywhere between 4 and 6 in the evening, because that's when people are getting off of work and they're dog tired, and they're like, "Oh, I hate my job."
Oh, yeah.
But seriously, that's why it works. That's why those days are actually, and that's another one of my secrets. Oh yeah, my husband just said don't forget the car washes. Yeah, my husband likes doing the car wash change machines. But yeah, I just told you those are the sweet days to hit it. And we've noticed that we'll get more calls on Sunday, Monday, and that's when we get the most calls. But it seems to taper off when you do Friday and Saturdays, closer towards the weekend. They're relaxing, they're having fun. But we want to hit them when hit them when they're hurting, right? Like, oh, I hate my
job. Okay, yes, I got it.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, no problem. See, that right there is, like I said, we learned one of that from from one of our other ventures and trainings that we did, right? Okay, so I don't know what slide is next. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So place the handwritten ones on doors or cars if you feel comfortable, okay? Don't be like, well, Amber told me to go putting these on doors. I ain't putting them on doors. Okay, this is if you feel comfortable.
Okay.
All right? And then please, please, please stay within the law. Do not put these handwritten Post-it notes on people's mailboxes. You will get arrested. And I am not paying for your bail. It is a federal law to touch someone's mailbox. So please don't put these on anyone's mailboxes. All right. So yeah, that's basically our method. I just gave you a huge tip. That last tip is huge.
Okay. And guys, I need you a bunch of time. Yeah, see, guys, I really need you to get this. I need you to understand. My first marketing lesson when I came onto the internet was a $1,000 YouTube lesson, and it was great. But I didn't get everything I needed in that one setting, so I had to come back with another $1,000 lesson, so $2,000 in YouTube. Between our investment and marketing businesses, we've put out over $100,000 in education. Years ago, Queen Twit, I heard your voice years ago. One of the top marketers of all time in this industry, as far as I'm concerned. At one point, as a rep, he was making over $3 million a year, and then he eventually owned a company where he's making $36 million a year. He used to always say, work on your business, not just in your business. And I didn't really get that for a while. I heard him say it a lot, but I didn't understand what he meant. And what he meant was you work on you work on personal development, personal empowerment, and you work on developing skill sets, because nobody can ever take away those skill sets from you. So whether you're marketing 1X/QL Exchange, ABC, DEF, GHI, here is a technique that every single person can employ. If you're saying, boy, I need more people. I don't have a lot of influence. That's where I was years ago when I first got in this industry. Didn't have a lot of influence. I don't know much about marketing on the internet. I know I'm going to learn, but it's going to take a little time to develop those skill sets. Oh, I happen to be out and about. Post-it notes. By the way, you know what you just made, that trip that you went to the mall and that trip that you went to the grocery store, and you're going to go to the grocery store anyway, you might as well post some notes, right? You know what you just made that? You just made a tax deduction. Yeah, you just made it a business trip.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. You just made it tax deductible. You made it a business trip. Now, there was a lot that you gave us. Yes, we are rendering this video, and so this will be posted in our global internet formula, which we will be launching later on this week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. But are there resources I can get now? Like you mentioned, the PDF. So I can go on and I can get the script that you used, that phone script, I think. Because I remember when you shared this with me a few weeks ago, and that phone script, and I was like, man, I'd be calling there. I'd be going to the website myself. So we can get the phone script, and then I already see quite a few questions in queue, so I'm sure people are going to want to ask Amber and Kelvin some questions here.
Uh-oh. I didn't do it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, actually, you can pick that up. I think, is it on here? Yeah, here we go. Postitnotetraining.info. And
okay,
you're just going to, I was just going to say, it'll be a page. Let me show you. It'll be a page like this.
Moment. Hold on, before you go there, let's just go back. Make sure we got that. Postitnotetraining.info. Post-it.
Yeah.
Notetraining.info. Okay, everybody write that down, guys.
Yeah, and I have it set up to where it'll automatically send you the email. So as soon as you opt in, it should go straight to your email within the next couple of minutes.
All right, and so when I go to post-it-note-training.info, I am getting what?
You're going to get a PDF of everything I just went over in our actual the voicemail, so you can actually look at the wording. So it actually has our number on there as well. If you would like to go ahead and call and listen to maybe the methodology that I use, the posture that I use, there are certain emphasis on certain words that I put on there. So that you'll get everything basically I just told you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this. Our global leadership team, many of them, they have their own products because that's what they do. They're building their businesses. They also train. Amber and Kelvin have their own marketing products. Many of these products are products where if you went to the marketplace, you're spending a lot of money to get this type of training. One of the things that we're doing with Global Internet Formula is we're bringing buying power. So this is what will allow us to bring trainers on in their various niches and their fields of expertise. Now, in many cases, they will also have other resources or products that you may want to get your hands on that if you went straight to them, it'd be whatever price. And where we've negotiated with Global Internet Formula to get you guys even better pricing in terms of additional training materials that they may have. Please, 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 one of the investments that we should all be making is in ourselves, in our own training, in our own marketing. So if you like what Amber had to offer tonight, all right, and you got it for free, and you go to post-it-note-training.info and you like that information and you get it for free, if she's giving this all free, and we have negotiated. This is where I twisted Kelvin's arm. Kelvin, you all right, buddy? I have seen your membership site, your training site. Could you share that with those who want to take advantage of that? Because I certainly do.
Yeah, sure. What we came up with was we actually have what we call the swag bag training. And it is basically, we really wanted to focus on rejection-free marketing in the essence of we want you to have marketing that you are already in a postured position, okay? And we typically, our niche, for some odd reason, is offline marketing. I love offline marketing because that's your now money. Those are your now leads, right? So what we've done is we've put together some of our most powerful strategies of offline marketing and also posture training. Again, if you don't have posture, there's no point in even having leads. Okay, so posture is really, really important. I go into a lot of detail about mindset training. And so what we did was we've taken all the knowledge that we've gotten from our 6- and 7-figure, strategies of our mentors that we have. We've put it all together. We show how to generate leads simply while running errands. I just showed you one of the methods with the Post-it notes. We basically, all these methods, as I mentioned before, show you how you can spend, you only have to spend time talking to those that are looking to make extra money. And I'm telling you, that saves you such a headache. It does. So all of these methods that we show in the swag bag are those methods, right? These methods will get your phone ringing in days after you implement, if not hours from the time that you implement this method. Okay, I did a test with a Post-it note. When I first tried this method and we first were making it our own, I put out one Post-it note. One Post-it note, and within an hour I got a call.
Wow.
So I'm not saying that that'll happen every time, but I did it in a strategic place. I did it right next to an office building, a gas station right next to the office building at about 4:59 in the afternoon. All right, so we're going to share with you all of those tips. Kelvin and I actually came up with a fun and unique way to dominate the phones. I mean, this will actually crush your phone phobia. We have a method that it's outlandish. It's outlandish, but basically you'll love to pick up the phone now. with one of the methods that we teach. I forgot to put this on here. Kelvin and I, we also made a game. We created a game for our downline and one of our other companies to help with duplication, to help with posture, to help with offline marketing and just talking to people while you're out. We realized that not everyone is like Amber. You know, I can talk to a wall and it'll talk back to me, you know. Needless to say, I have the gift of gab. Not everyone has that. And so what we did was we came up with a game that you reward yourself that, you know, I don't want to get too into it, but it's pretty awesome to just help you mark your success, you know. It's just like when you lose weight, you know, everyone hates to take their first weight, you know. But a month later, or if you do it every 2 weeks and you can mark your success, it'll keep you motivated, right?
Gotcha.
It's the same kind of thing with this game, all right? And you might hate it at first because you're like, oh my gosh. But we did it in a way that will motivate you, and so that way you can see your growth. And that's what's really important in this industry. If you're stagnant, you're not making money. You got to be continually growing. So that's something we put in there. And also what we did was we created a PDF, right? But it's not your ordinary PDF. One of my and Kelvin's goals with what we offer and everything that we do for our people and our team is we want it to be interactive. I don't want to be that marketer that makes a bunch of money and they don't support their team. I want to be
Gotcha.
interactive. So we made it as a workbook instead of just a PDF. Okay, the workbook has spaces for you to write. You know, you can follow along with the video training of the swag bag, but the swag book actually will walk you through the videos, as well as, you know, there are times in the videos that I say, you know, take a moment and reflect, right? And it's really interactive. I don't want this to be, you know, if I'm going to just tell you this, okay? If you're going to buy this on hype and not apply what's in it, please don't buy it because I don't want your money. I really don't. If you get this, I want you to use it. If you're not going to use it, don't keep your money. I don't want it, right? I want this to be very interactive. I want you to chart your growth and your success and just really, really, really invest in you, okay, and just see your growth. I look forward to hearing, you know, I look forward to hearing some of the results that people are getting from this. So actually, I didn't tell you about this, T. Lamont, what we're doing. Well, I told you about this. Typically, you know, we put this together, and Kelvin and I, we decided, you know, this is going to be a $99 product, you know. But we really
Stop. Guys, I've gone through it. It's worth a whole lot more than that. All right? A whole lot more. As a matter of fact, when Amber was talking to me about this product, and she gave me a chance to go in the back office and what have you, this is one of those. If we could take this training alone, and then what she has in her back office, if I was designing a company and I wanted to appease my regulator friends out there, if this was a legitimate product or what have you, I could easily have this for $4.99, $500 easily, because of the content that's in this information. All right, so I thought $99 was cheap, but go on.
Well, like I said, we really want to focus on duplication, right? So what we did is we came up, we figured, you know, let's do $29.97. But you know what? I really, really, really want to help people, T. Lamont. I really do. I do. And
You there? Did we lose you? Uh-oh. Queen, can you hear me? Hey, guys.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. Amber's on.
Amber. We lost you. Well, guys, I'll say this. Amber's product will be in the GIF back office. This will be a standing offer for Global Internet Formula. You'll be able to go in. This way, people that join you, if they also accept the GIF and that they become a part of Global Internet Formula, they'll be able to pick up this swag bag training, and periodically we're going to bring Amber and Kelvin on to share from the swag bag. So you'll be able to get this, any day of the week, $29.97 as opposed to $99.97. So that was the negotiations when I said I was twisting Kelvin's arm that we made. However, if you take advantage of getting this tonight by midnight, I guess that's midnight Eastern. I don't know if that's midnight Central. We'll have to ask Amber when she comes back on. You'll get it for $15, and that's not a month. That's like $15 period. And again, I've gone through the material. Amber's also going to be adding new content monthly, at least a video monthly, if not an audio or what have you. So you're going to purchase this one time for those of you who decide to get it, but it's going to pay you again and again in terms of more content. We want to spread before you a buffet of strategies. Some of these strategies are going to be ones that you're going to embrace. Maybe you're not ready to embrace one or two, but somebody on your team is going to embrace these strategies. So I strongly urge those of you that found value in what Amber talked about. You'd like to either do some things offline, or you want to have a strategy that you can share with your teammates that aren't internet folks, what they can do right now as they're learning the internet marketing skill set. Amber, are you back?
I think so. I don't know what happened.
So, Amber, do we go to get the, well, I was just explaining that when we launch GIF later on this week, swag bag training will be in the back office. People will be able to pick it up for $29.97 for GIF members. But if they acted, you said until midnight. Midnight what time? Like what is midnight? I'm Eastern. You're Central. Okay.
I'm Central.
All right. So for my Eastern folks, 1 a.m. Eastern, and guys, go to your email and look at your time and date stuff. I don't know what that means in other parts of the world. Can I put you on the spot for something? Never mind. No, I'm not going to put you on the spot. Never mind. I'll put you on the spot later on, but not in front of everybody. You're going in and out. You're going in and out. Oh, darn, I need you to answer questions. There's a boatload of questions. Are you there?
I think she just went out. I think she just went out to your left.
Oh, darn. Darn. We got a bunch of questions, and I can't answer all these questions. I don't know about Post-it note training. I'm a student like everybody else tonight. So hopefully, boy, I don't know if she's on the cell phone or if she's on mic and speakers. Give me just a moment, guys. I'm going to take over the screen so she'll know we can't hear her. Give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see my? You should see my whiteboard now. You see my whiteboard?
I see your whiteboard.
Okay. Okay, so hopefully she'll see that. All right, let's get out here. There's some questions. I don't know what I can address here until we hear Amber come in. Amber, is that you?
That's me.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you back the screen, and then we've got some questions in here. Are you ready for some questions?
Sure.
Screen should be coming back over to you. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
just
so all I need to do... Sorry?
I was just going to say, just really quick, I wanted to mention, I didn't know if you said it or not, but I will be adding modules once a month periodically to this as well to continue to give value. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, good stuff. All right, guys, so $14.97, swagbagtraining.com.
Oh, my gosh. I forgot to tell you.
Okay.
The first 10 people will get a key. The first 10 people tonight that take me up on my offer, we're also going to give you a key.
You shouldn't be doing that. It ain't but $15.
Yeah, but here's what's going to... T. Lamont, I'm telling you, when they start implementing this stuff, they going to need as many keys as possible. So we're just trying to help them out. Now you really going to talk to me about this then, because on August 31st, a month from today, again, we really want this to be interactive, so we're going to do a drawing. We're going to do a drawing on August 31st for anyone that completes the workbook and documents their growth and emails me back their results. Of all those people that do that, one person will get a $20 Amazon gift card and 5 keys.
Well, it ain't but $14.97.
T. Lamont,
already too cheap.
You got to understand. You got to understand this, T. Lamont. I'm trying to instill and share my blessings. And you gonna get me for this. I knew you were gonna. But see, here's my thing. I really want this to be interactive. I want people to take this $20 Amazon gift card, and I want them to buy some books about marketing.
Gotcha.
I have a recommended reading list of books that. I'm sorry?
I was saying, put the website back up, swagbacktraining.com or whatever.
Oh yeah, Swagback Training. Let me go back here. Okay, now this is where, we're going to have one person to win that at the end of the month, because again, now here are the stipulations. You can't just get it and sit on it. No, you're going to have to complete the workbook and email me, and the email is, you'll get my email from the back office. Okay, you have to email me with your results. Okay, as long as you do that, we'll put you in for the drawing, and one person will win that at the end of the month. Because again, I don't want to be that marketer that comes out with a product and you're like, oh, she just wants to take my money. No, I want to see results. If you're gonna buy this and expect a miracle and don't plan on putting in the work, don't get it, keep your wallet. I don't want it. But if you get this and you apply it and you really see your self-growth, I want to reward you for that. So that's why we decided to do it.
Gosh, you just doggone it. Y'all already ain't charging nothing, then you're giving away everything you got that you charge. When I said give, get, you took it seriously, didn't you?
Well, I know. Well, we're willing to make that sacrifice. I put hours, I put my heart into this. I really did. I put my heart into this training, and I want to put myself in the servant position for this, because I really want people to duplicate. I really want you guys to succeed. So, but I told you I was a little bit crazy for doing this. But
now, for those of you that have folks on here, when she's talking about giving away the key, obviously there shouldn't be any guests on here anyway. Everyone should already be with us. She's not the sponsor, all right? She's giving a key to you that you can give. Are you just going to transfer those funds?
I'll send a key.
Transfer those
yeah, I'm just going to send the key. I'm not going to auto upgrade or anything like that. I'm going to send a key for you to use for the methods that are going to work, basically.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, that give, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys looking at that pricing for our regular gift folks. I knew you were going to do a special offer for us tonight. I didn't know all that other stuff that you did, all that giving you're doing. But I appreciate that. Okay. All right, let's go to work here. We got a bunch of questions here, and I'm sure folks want to ask you some questions, so bear with me. Let me get our questions box open so we can get through some questions here. All righty. Bear with us here. Let's see. Guys, give me a moment because I got to go through that first part where everyone was telling. Good. Someone was asking, can they get a printout of the message? Linda, why? Can you go back to the URL where you were going to send out the PDF? All they had to do was go. Okay. All right. So post-it-note-training.info, Linda, why, is where you'll get the information on the post-it note training. The swag bag is going to include other strategies. So you'll have the post-it notes training, as well as the swag bag, which includes some other offline strategies. And one thing I'd like you to hit on real quickly, you kept saying top tier, top tier. Some of our folks may not know what that means. What does that mean when you hear talk about top tier?
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, top tier direct sales. These are companies where basically you receive 100% commission, and the commissions are not like $100. We're talking $1,500, $3,000, $6,000, $10,000 payments. That's what a top tier company is.
So this strategy, was this strategy used in one of your top tier companies, one of your $1,500, $5,000 companies?
Yeah, actually, one of the strategies in the swag bag. Yeah, actually, it's so simple. I actually was considering doing it for free, but some of my top tier buddies didn't like it. So it's so powerful that people are literally, there are people that'll do that method an hour a day, you know, and they're pulling in $10,000 a month easy from just that one method. So yeah.
Wow. So what I want folks to understand is that with your swag bag and even this training, I want them to really understand the value, because there are people that are making $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 sales from strategies in that swag bag. So if we take the swag bag and we apply those strategies to a little rinky-dink, insignificant $5 to $100 one-time deal, just you know, think of what that can do for you. What website, someone is asking, what website are you sending people to?
Oh,
what
I
website
actually,
are you sending them to?
that actually is a good point. I actually created my own opt-in page, my own capture page, and it's actually, I don't know, let me see. It's very simple. It's a very simple web page that I just put together. I have two of them. One is 5into5k.info, and it's basically, it's nothing flashy if my computer will go to it. Uh-oh. Oopsie daisy. Hold on just a second. 5into5k.info. There are many different types of capture pages out there available to you. But this is the one I'm using, and my goodness, there it is. It's simple. It's got the sizzle video on there, and then if you go down, it has our name and our picture on it, which was another key that Louise touched on the other week. Having your picture on it has a personal touch. That's another reason why we do the phone number as opposed to a website on the Post-it note, because they hear a human voice behind it. But it's a very simple, very easy page, and this button, after they see it, they can either click to go to the my1xsite.com to watch the full presentation, or they can click Join Now, and it goes straight to my Join page. So if anyone is interested in, you know, a capture page or whatever, we could be of assistance. I know there are multiple places that 1X has capture pages. But here's my contact information if anyone is needing a capture page. I do make them by hand, so they're not free, basically, because it takes me time to do. So anyone that's interested, you know, I'm not going to break your leg. As you can see, I'm pretty reasonable. So
you're going to probably give you something.
But yeah,
probably do is give you something.
Yeah, I do hand make these, so. But yeah, that's the site I use. There are ways you can make free websites if you want, if you're a computer nerd, but like me, if you're a computer nerd. But any capture page will do, really, as long as it brands you as a person, as long as you have your contact information on there, and as long as you let T. Lamont do what he's so good at doing, it'll pull.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, we got that. Willow, when you should be able, you'll have that phone number. Willow was asking about the voice message again. You'll hear that voice message. Is that the same number right there? Is that the same number?
Yeah,
okay,
it's
Willow,
so funny.
why don't you just take down that number? Take down that number.
It's so funny because I have people, I use it as my business line too. And it's, you know what? Let me go ahead and mention this. I have that message as my message for even my business line. So even when my associates call me outside of 1X, they hear that message and they're like, oh my gosh, that is an awesome message. What is that for? So.
Wonderful. Good stuff.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
Stuff, okay.
Eat,
Good
and
stuff.
breathe
Bear with
marketing.
us here.
Yeah.
All right. So Mary Hackett, we know that the when you go to the Post-it note, what was that? Post-it note training.info. That's where you opted in, and you got the script was emailed out to you. Okay.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. I just signed up for your swag bag training or whatever. What happens after you sign up? Because I've signed up and
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot to tell you. As soon as you check your email, it's going to email you with a username and password. It is a membership site, so you'll be able to log in and you'll get a back office that you can go through and have fun.
It didn't ask, that particular site did not ask me for a membership. That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, thanks for asking. No, I appreciate it. It automatically will use your Gmail, your email address as your username, and it's going to automate a password for you, and you can go in and change the password if you want once you get in.
Okay. The swagbag.com, it just took me to an add to cart and pay. And then it didn't ask me. Okay, so basically it's connected to my PayPal, but I just want to know, is it going back to my PayPal email address? Or so that I never signed up in this site.
Yeah, it's gonna whatever email address that you go through with PayPal is gonna be the username that it's gonna give you.
Okay.
So it'll automatically email you. Right. Let me see if let me see if I can.
You want to pause your screen? You want to
yeah.
Amber? If you have to, you can pause your screen if you don't want to see what you need to go into right now. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can you see that?
You know, I didn't go anywhere, and so I wasn't in that particular email because I don't use it for these types of things. I would rather use another email address. Is that possible to change that?
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, just send me a note. I can always change it if that's an issue. That's not really a big deal. I can change the email on that. But it's going to the way that software is set up is that whatever email you use through PayPal is going to be what, here it is. Okay, let me unpause my screen.
Okay.
Let's see.
By the way, Gino, your question comes up next, Gino Hall.
Okay, so what happens is you'll get an email from Kelvin and Amber that says thank you for ordering. You will see, oh dang, it's showing the password. All right, so so anyway, it'll show you your username and password. That's how it'll work. And once you log in, there'll be a let me just log in really quick.
Again, you can pause your screen if you need to. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, so this is it. You'll get access to this. It already says I'm logged in. Let me log out. So uh-oh. All right. Let me pause my screen again.
Just want to ask that question. There are some other people I'm sure who are signing up, and I don't use it. I don't use my PayPal email address for any business. Whatever.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. It's pretty simple. Okay, did I unpause it? There we go. Okay, so this is what the login will look like, and once you log in, you're going to be given a username and password to your email address. And this is your back office. Okay, so you'll see everything here. You just simply go to My Account, and right there you can change your email.
Okay.
And you put your name, and you can change your password from there.
Okay. We've got Gino from Pittsburgh asking, Is there any color of your Post-it notes that works better than others? Yellow, pink, green? Any color that works better?
I typically just use the plain yellow ones, but if you're going to put them outside, I have even done the neon ones, like the super bright hot pink. I haven't noticed that one color pulls above another, but I will say if you're going to put them, you do want them to be noticeable. So you know, if you're going to put them on a gas pump or something, you know, you won't see like a pink or a green color on a typical gas pump. So I would use the brighter colors for the gas. But really, they all work. I mean, as long as you get them in front of people, it's going to work.
Someone asked, when you're leaving them, are you leaving just one at a time? Let's say if you're there, you're at the gas station, there's several pumps there. Are you just leaving one? Are you putting several of them out at the same pump? How are you doing that when you're out and about?
It's funny you ask that. Okay, you don't want to put them on every pump. I'm giggling because my husband is much more bold than I am. I typically only put out 2 Post-it notes at like let's say a gas station has 6 or 8 pumps. I will only put out 2, and I'll typically do them kind of zigzag from each other. And it's pretty cool. You can get to the point where you don't even have to get out of your car if you don't want to. If you can pull up really close like my husband can, I mean, that dude can drive a school bus like crazy if he had to. But you know, you can just pull up, roll your window down, post it up, and just keep going. I don't recommend putting them on every pump. Kelvin, sometimes he'll get, like I said, he'll be bold, and he just don't care. He'll put out like 4. But I think that's the max that he'll do, and those are for like the big gas stations. You know, your Quick Trips, I don't know, the big ones that might have like 12 pumps or something, or 20 pumps. You know, if they have 20 pumps, go ahead and throw out 4 of them. But I typically stay between 2 and 4 per gas station.
Okay. Have you noticed, is there a difference? Have you ever tried like the little sizzle cards, like the
Drop
bright
cards?
yellows? Yeah. Do you see that? Do you see the Post-it notes work better than the sizzle cards?
Actually, I don't know sizzle cards very well, but I do use the drop cards, which is actually one of the things that I go over in the swag bag. And drop cards are very similar. Drop cards might work better for, you'll have different situations where a Post-it note will be appropriate, or shoot, do both of them. I mean,
Gotcha.
You know, I don't want to get too much into the drop cards, but they pull about the same. It just depends on what kind of style you want to go after. You know, I like the Post-it notes; they're fun.
Okay. Let's see here. Could you go back in your PowerPoint? There was a point where you talked about like using a rubber stamp, and then there was the point when you actually wrote out the note. Could you give us the differentiation? The first one that you had, that wasn't something you wrote out, right? That was kind of where you went and got a rubber stamp or something like that?
Yes, this is a rubber stamp, and you can actually, if you want to, you can go to the office store and they will make one for you, but they cost maybe like $8 or $15. Or you can get, I prefer to get the actual stamp kit. They have a kit where you can make your own stamps and customize it. I like that just better because you can play with the message. You can alter the message a little bit and see what pulls. This is what pulls best for us. Or if your phone number changes, your business phone number changes, then you have to buy a new stamp, you know. Or so it's up to you. But I recommend getting the one that it's a stamp kit, and it typically costs about $25. Pretty much anywhere you go, any office store that you go to.
Okay. Oh gosh, you just scared me. I got to put it together.
Well, I just said you can have them make it if you want.
My wife is a handyman in our house. My God.
Dude, I'll tell you, it's kind of a headache when you have the manual one. I'm not going to lie. Well, if you don't mind dropping $15 if you want to change every time you want to change your message, then that's fine. I'm just trying to be economical here.
Well, I appreciate that. I keep telling. See, I know what I'm good at. It's like one or two things. That's it. I'm good at presenting, and heaven knows, proud to be an American. Well, at least I know I'm good at singing. My God, that boy is talented.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our regular schedule tomorrow. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Got a few more questions here. I'll ask Amber how long she wants to go. But Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is our 12 noon Eastern, and then 9 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. So we'll be back on our regular schedule tomorrow. Give me a moment here. A lot of people singing your praises. We got that question. Got that. You want to post regard? Okay, Patricia, I'll get to that tomorrow. Okay, sweetie.
This is fun.
Oh, someone asked for the phone number. I think this is the question Patricia's asking about the phone number. Would you even suggest maybe if somebody got something like a Magic Jack or something like that, just for the purposes of taking those messages?
You can. If you're in the United States, why not get a Google Voice? It's free.
Yeah, Google Voice is free.
What's cool about Google Voice, it'll tell you everything. You'll be able to get the number. See, some people will even take this Post-it note method and call back people that don't respond. So that's the cool thing is if you just really want to call back, you want some numbers, you can see what time they called, you get their phone number, you can send text messages if you don't want to talk to people. I've had an instance where for some odd reason, I guess that's my generation, I would say. I'm 24 years old. My generation of people, man, they just want a text message all the dang time. But anyway, you can text message with Google Voice, and I'm actually going to look into doing some text message marketing. I want to dabble more into that as well, and hopefully I'll be putting out, you know, what kind of results we get on text message text message marketing. Can you say that 5 times fast? But yeah, I really love Google Voice. I would really suggest if you're in the United States, you get a Google Voice number, make it a local number. I wasn't going to say that either, but local numbers will pull better than your 800 numbers that you can get for free.
Okay.
I'm
giving y'all all the good stuff. My gosh. But yeah, I love Google Voice. Yeah.
Okay. Give me just a moment.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to yawn. You know, I have the strangest. That's my nervous reaction is yawning. That is the weirdest thing. So if you ever hear me yawning, it's not because I'm bored.
Oh, what you nervous for? You've done the whole presentation now, and you're giving away everything. What you nervous for? Hey, Peter, I just sent you a private message, Peter. Marcia Payne, I'm not sure. Are you talking about if you're talking about purchasing Amber's product? Obviously, you should have that by now. I know you asked that a while back. Jesse Meyer, I'm not sure what you mean by linking the GIF site to your site. So, Jesse, if you are in Skype, send me a personal Skype so I can make sure I'm understanding your question. We can get an answer to your question. All right, if the discount ends tonight, how are we going to get it if you put it in the back office of GIF? Anita, when we put it in the back office of GIF, that's going to be the regular $29.97 pricing. If you go on and you purchase that tonight, you're going to get 50% off. So the standard GIF pricing, no bills and no discounts or what have you, will be. Well, actually, it is a discount. It's a $70 discount from what they'll give to non-GIF, non-1X family members. But that'll be $29.97. You'll be able to get that at any time. But if you take advantage of Swag Bag tonight, you get it for half off. Okay, so to answer your question there. Is this for, let me see, give me a moment, Thomas. Let me see. Is this for both $14.97? Thomas, everything that you've heard Amber talk about tonight with the swag bag is for the $14.97. You're going to get that PDF by simply going to postitnote.com. But then the rest of the strategies, offline strategies that she talked about, as well as the fact that she's going to be updating her portal at least once monthly with new content, you get that for the one-time $14.97 if you do that tonight, my friend. Ted? Floyd, I'm not sure what your question is about, Floyd. It's not about tonight's material, so, but I don't know exactly what you mean there. Please explain how to. Oh, I got you, buddy. Floyd, the way you go fund your account, buddy, if you will go to my1xsite.com, Floyd, go to my1xsite.com. Could you put that up there real quickly on your whiteboard? my1xsite.com. Floyd, when you go there, click on Get Started, and you'll see a video. We take you by the hand, buddy, and we walk you right through how to fund your account, okay? And so it sounds like you are newer with us, so congratulations and welcome to the family. Linda Y., will you do me a favor? You've got Amber's info right there. Would you connect directly with Amber so that she can get you squared away there? Okay? Give me a moment. All right. Listen, now, I tell you, this is probably the biggest compliment you could get. Now, we all know Louise Cardo is over 170-some personally sponsored inside of 4 weeks. She just put in big parentheses and all these exclamation marks, wow, I'm off to do Post-it notes. Love it. Thanks heaps, Amber. Really got a lot out of your webinar. What a great idea. See, I tell you, you ladies, y'all making me look good. I mean, I get to come on these Sunday night and Tuesday night webinars and coast. Y'all making me look good. The only problem is, y'all, I might be in the unemployment line because y'all doing such a phenomenal job. Great job, Amber.
Oh, thanks for everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Hey, Peter, yes, sir. That's a one-time. That $14.97. That's a one-time. Okay. 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 So Helen got you there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody. Some of you already know this by now. It's sending your login information is going to your PayPal address, whatever. So your PayPal address may be different than the regular email address you use. But Amber showed us if you want to change that for any other post that she'll be sending out, how you can get that changed. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good, Mary. Marcia, do me a favor. If you would go on and make a note of Amber's email address and or her Skype there. Same thing, Patricia. Okay. Okay, Jerry. Jerry's asking a question. Are we making these with handwritten messages? And Jerry, you might have picked up your answer by now. There were some of the, go on, answer Jerry's question, okay?
I was going to say, hey, Jerry, and if I think this is the Jerry that's my superstar, well, you're my superstar anyway if you're not. I just had a Jerry join my team. Great guy. He's going to do well. But either way, everyone's going to rock. Yeah, here's the handwritten one. There are two different ones. One is handwritten and one is a stamper. There are two different strategies with them. So it's all in the PDF as well. If you go to the postitnotetraining.info, you'll get all the information, the different formats and templates for the handwritten one versus the stamper one.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Casey from Trinidad, and
hey, Casey.
Do you say, is it Tobago? How do you say that?
Tobago.
Trinidad
and Tobago.
Forgive me,
That's
Casey.
my boy.
He says he's asking, would flyers also work?
Yeah, flyers would be fine. I mean, I've got people on my team doing flyers with the pull flyer. The Post-it note, I think one of the reasons why it pulls so well is because no one is doing it, and it's something new.
Gotcha.
It's not, yeah, it's not really known. So I would maybe, try that. And see, I think that's one of the reasons why it's so unique, though, is because people have never seen it done that way before.
Gotcha. Where'd you get your stamp kit again?
You can go to like Staples, Office Max, the local office supply store should have them.
Okay. Do these processes work for marketing actual products in addition to online marketing businesses?
Yeah, you can. Well, you can take this and cater to anything you're doing. I particularly catered this one towards 1X and some of my other businesses. But yeah, most definitely. I mean, you can tweak that if you're selling a product, or if you have an affiliate product. The only thing is when you get into affiliate products, unless you're teaching something about home-based business, you're really going to limit yourself to the responses that you get. With something as broad as, a Post-it note saying part-time with money, it really works better. I would think that it would be easier flow with a business opportunity. Some people use the strategy of giving away a gift or giving away something of value to build their list. So you could try that strategy. I've never done it. It's not broke, so I'm not going to fix it,
Gotcha.
But yeah, feel free to do whatever. Yeah, try it out.
Joseph asks, can law enforcement cite you for I can't even say the word.
Littering.
Thank you. Yeah, that one. I don't know why I couldn't get that out. I'm sorry, Joseph. If they were of the mind to do so, could they say, hey, you're a litter bug? You know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't know the law, and every different state is probably different. I haven't had any problems with it. It's a simple Post-it note. That's one of the reasons why I say don't put a bunch out in the same place. So just proceed with caution, I would say. I'm not a police officer, so I can't say. But I've been doing it long enough, and I haven't had any complaints. I've been doing it for months and haven't had complaints. Okay. Good stuff. You ever concerned about it getting smeared, your message getting smeared? Well, that's part of the reasons why you really want to do it in a high traffic area. You don't want it to sit too long. Gotcha. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. For moms, this is a really good topic that we'll hit at some point, I'm sure, which is just time management for moms, non-moms, or what have you. That's a big thing in building your business, especially when nobody's looking over your shoulder. But Doris asked this question. For moms that are on this training, how do you schedule your time, Amber? You're a wife, full-time wife, you're a full-time mom, you're building your business. How do you schedule your time for those of us who need some time management? Well, as far as time management, excuse me, I would say I don't focus more so on time as I do a to-do list. So what I'll do, because when you have a 14-month-old daughter, you can't set a schedule. It's not possible. Everything revolves around her. So what I'll do is actually there's a couple of things that I do. One would be just have a to-do list. Write a to-do list of, 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 things. Most important thing being number 1, and get through as many of them a day as you can. For instance, if you wanted to do 30 minutes of safe list, 30 minutes of whatever type of marketing, call back your leads, just do a to-do list style. And let's say today I only got through 3 of my tasks. Well, I'll take task number 4 and 5 and make that number 1 and 2 for the next day. So that's one thing that I do. I also am very friendly with an egg timer. I tend to get distracted, and for some reason when I set the egg timer for 5 or 10 minutes and I hear that ticking, it kind of helps me stay on focus, and that way I know, okay, the egg timer's up, I need to move on to the next task. So those are 2 things that I've done that's kind of helped me out. Gotcha. And ladies and gentlemen, please remember this. One of my mentors taught me this years ago. He said, be full-time at being part-time. So even those of you that are building your business more on a part-time basis, you really should be looking at one of the things I have you to consider doing. Forgive me for saying what you should. You're all grown. What I'd have you to consider doing is look at your weekly schedule, and those times that you can't commit to building your business. All right, well, don't feel guilty. I'm at work. I can't build my business. What have you. But then look at your schedule and look at the times that you can commit to building your business, and treat that time like you would if you were on someone's job or a part-time job or what have you. Now, for your moms, those of you that are moms and you're the one that when, Johnny, Sally have an issue, they run to you before maybe they come to Dad. Obviously, like Amber just said, you got to put on your mom hat and what have you. But when it comes to the phone ringing, for instance, when I'm doing my business, I'm doing my business, and I've got to be focused during that time to get that done. People ask me because we've got a lot going on. We're doing webinars, we're doing training, we're loading videos, we're cutting videos, we're doing Twitter, we're doing all this. How do you do all that? Just what you just said. My task list. I've got my task list each day, and I have to guard my time from folks that aren't helping me get to where I want to go. So I'm not picking up the phone talking to everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
So that hopefully that helps you out just a little bit. I tell you what, guys, we have been. Yes.
I was just going to say really quick too on the time management. Let me speak about the Skype room. The Skype room is great. It is so great to have people there, support. But I'll tell you, there are times when you just got to log out and do your work. You don't make sure that you're doing. You're not just fiddling, And there's my Texan accent coming out, So don't. It's okay if you log out of the Skype room to get focused, to get things done. I'm a victim of it too. I'm not saying just. There are three fingers pointing right back at me. That's why, if you guys were used to seeing me in the Skype room like 24/7, and then all of a sudden now you only see me a little bit, don't take it personal. If you're sending me personal Skypes, it's just like T. Lamont said, when you're building a business, you have to be serious. So it's okay to log out of it to get your stuff done and then to come back in. Don't just twiddle around. Hanging around Skype isn't going to build your business, basically.
That's true. That's true. Marcia, there's there's the Post-it note training info right there. You should see that right there. Okay, and then with swagbagtraining.com was to get your product. Okay, give me a moment here. Ray, somebody's asking why do I say $5 one time. Ray, perhaps you haven't been to many of our webinars because I rarely even say the $5. I hate saying the $5, but I'm sensitive to the fact that there's certain people in the world. Well, I didn't know, for instance, in Trinidad that a dollar there was $6 US or vice versa. So I didn't know by saying Club 100 there that was really Club 600. Ray, if you come to any of our webinars, believe me, you will not hear us focus much on $5 because $100 is really where you want to be to move your matrix much sooner than later, all right? And I would strongly encourage you to go to my1xsite.com, my1xsite.com, and watch those videos in sequential order so you can see why that is our message, okay, my friend? Oh, my gosh, Linda's putting me in the unemployment line. She's talking about how wonderful you are. We never want to hear T. Lamont again. We never have to hear his name. Oh, God, Linda. Oh, wow. Oh.
We love hearing you.
Well, guys, remember, we're leveraging T. Lamont, too. It's his videos that are converting.
Leveraging T. Lamont.
Leverage him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray. Again, this was a training buddy, and so that's why. And I don't know when you came on. That's why we gave out that gave out that information earlier on. If you are not already a part or following us, tonight's webinar was not designed for you, although we love you, okay? It was designed for folks who have been following us for quite some time. I would strongly have you to go to my1xsite.com and watch those videos. I know maybe someone talked about $5. And yeah, you purchase us a lesson with 1X for $5. That's not our strategy. Our strategy is a $100 one-time strategy, and when you go there, you'll certainly understand why. Sean, I think some folks are still a little confused. When they go to swagbacktraining.com and they purchase, let's put that URL back up, please, for the swag bag. So when they go there and they register and they purchase their the swag bag, swagbacktraining.com, all right, they are to then go check their PayPal email address. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So they go check their PayPal email address, and they should have an email where they can go on and log in. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And if for some reason they did not get the email, let's put up your information so that you can track them down and make sure they get the product, okay? All right, for those
Right.
in swagbacktraining.com, you're going to check your PayPal email address because that's what it's going to come to. Many of you may use a different email address in your PayPal, so check your PayPal. If it's not there, then you come back and you've got Amber's email and or her Skype there, okay?
And always check your spam before you start emailing Amber.
Oh,
yes,
thank
please
you.
do, guys. Please do. Yeah, please do. Please do. Hey, Rodney, that is probably what we will cover. Rodney Chestnut. That's probably what we will cover next week. I'm just about certain that's what I want to cover on next week, Rodney. Let's see. Yes. Next week, Rodney, we should be covering that. Okay, Rodney Chestnut, that's for you, my friend. Yeah, Sean, the swagback training should only be taking you to the order link. Thank you, Jesse. I'll be looking at that. Jesse, give me till tomorrow, okay, buddy? All right. Hey, guys, will you do me a favor? I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do me a big favor, okay? Sunday night is only ever only. Did I say that right? Only ever only? You get the point? Is only designed for folks that have already joined us in 1X. Because when we have guests coming to this session, this is a leadership/training session. When we have folks coming to this session and they've never seen anything else, they're going to be totally confused. All right, and I can see by some of the questions in the box that we've got some newer folks. We love you, but they're totally confused. So Sunday night is not our presentation night. Do me a favor, want to read the post that we send out, okay? Sunday night is not our presentation night. Monday through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, presentation. That's for guests all day long, and as well as to reinvigorate our existing folks. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 noon Eastern, that's for guests all day long, okay? If you have folks, the only time they could view anything was a Sunday night, send them to my1xsite.com, okay? That way that we won't confuse any of our newer folks. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, hey guys, there's still a lot. You know, we've already been here for 2 hours and some change, and I just want. Hey, you're more than welcome, Rodney. If we did not get to your question, you do have. No, please, guys, do me a favor. When we bring on someone like Amber and she's benevolent enough to kind of share her details, let's be very, very mindful. She's building her own business. Many of you are not even in her organization, so she doesn't get paid anything to help you build. And although she's giving and what have you, let's be mindful of that when you're reaching out to her on Skype or email or what have you. Just be mindful of that and respect her time, respect her, she and Kelvin's time. So if there were some questions that you did not get answered, you know, I certainly will want you to go on and purchase the swag bag. And I'm going to say this, I'll be kind of bold here. if you have questions about this training and you haven't gotten the swag bag, for me, I wouldn't even be asking her questions just yet. I'd get the training, and I'd go through the training because as a student, I want to be a good student, which means when I come to the teacher, I want to be able to bring some intelligent questions because I've already gone through the material. So, yes, our information is there, but let's just be very mindful. Be very mindful that she's working with. A lot of you are not even on her team. Okay. I want to thank you, Amber. I want to thank you, Kelvin, for you guys. I know you've been working on this for quite some time, really putting your blood, sweat, and tears in this project. I've had a chance to see the project. I'm excited about what you're offering, and even the fact that you're adding to that on a monthly basis. And I had no idea you were giving away as much as you were giving away. So thank you for just showing your leadership. I want to thank Queen Twitter, who was on this side. Tomorrow, 12 noon, Queen Twitter. Queen, will you be with me tomorrow, 12 noon?
Yes, I will, if you mind.
Okay. And, you know, I'm always thinking Louise Cardo should not be with me at 12 noon because it's like 2 a.m. in Australia time, but she's always on.
There.
Yeah, she's always there. So tomorrow, 12 noon, then tomorrow at 9 p.m., another 1X webinar. Guys, give your keys away. Remember the club 100 tenants. Give those keys away. And with that being said, thank you so much, Amber. Thank you, everyone on the other side. Thank you, Queen. We love each and every one of you. Amber, I'll give it to you for you to close it out, young lady.
Well, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to even be a part and to share this with you. I truly, sincerely do hope that we have delivered, and we hope that we look forward to hearing your success stories on the other side. You know, T. Lamont, your saying is let's change the world starting with yours. Well, our saying is we're headed to the top, and we'd love to have you. So definitely, guys, thank you guys so much for your time, your questions. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.